Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about turning complicated stories into something you can really grasp. And today, we're zeroing in on a state that's going through some massive, rapid changes.
So, what does that even look like? A state in rapid transformation? It's not just one thing, right? It's this huge wave of change hitting everything: roads, tech, even society itself. And that's exactly what's happening in the Indian state of Bihar. The recent developments there, they paint a really vivid picture. So let's get into it.
Well, for starters, it looks like a whole lot of money. We're talking over 33,000 crore rupees. That's a massive budget from the central government, and it's all for building out national highways in the next fiscal year. Just think about it. That's enough to build or upgrade 875 kilometers of roads. It's like laying down the literal groundwork for connecting the entire state in a modern way.
But it's not all about concrete and asphalt. The transformation is also digital. And this one is a real game changer. Something that's actually reshaping how democracy itself works.
Get this. Bihar just became the first state in India to launch an e-voting system. Starting with their municipal elections in June 2025, certain groups, like the elderly, people with disabilities, even pregnant women, can now cast their vote using a secure app on their smartphone. That's a huge deal for making voting more accessible for everyone.
Okay, so we're seeing these big ambitions. Let's take a look at how this is all shaping up, both in the physical world and the digital one. We're talking bricks, bytes, and some seriously big goals.
Right in the capital, Patna, the skyline is literally changing. A new 120-meter skyscraper, Venus Capitol Heights, is going up. At 34 floors, it's going to be the state's tallest building, soaring 50 meters higher than the current record holder. You can't get a more visible sign of change than that.
And then, back down on the streets, they just opened the state's very first double-decker flyover. It's a massive 422 crore rupee project, a real feat of engineering, all designed to unsnarl the traffic in Patna and make getting around just easier.
And this push to modernize is happening all over the place. I mean, look at this. Bihar is now #1 in the country for its digital health mission, with 92% of OPD registrations happening online. Their police force just got a national award for how fast they do passport checks, and they're not stopping. 6 new airports are on the way to connect smaller towns. They're even playing on the global stage, exporting a massive 4,500 horsepower locomotive engine built right in Saran all the way to Guinea.
So, it's not just about buildings and data. Bihar is also making a huge push for energy independence, and they're going green, betting big on a whole mix of technologies to power their future. We're talking sun, water, and even atoms.
Take a look at this. The state just finished its biggest floating solar power plant yet in Nawada. It's cranking out 10 megawatts of power. Now, to put that in perspective, that's a massive jump from their earlier projects. It really shows they're stepping on the gas with this tech, which is super clever, by the way. It saves water and makes clean energy at the same time.
So you might be wondering, how are they paying for all this? Well, the way they're funding it is pretty innovative too. It's called the RISCO model. Basically, a private company comes in, pays for everything to build and run the plant for, say, 25 years. All the state has to do is agree to buy the electricity at a set price. It's a smart way to get green projects built fast without a huge upfront cost to the government.
And wow, their energy strategy is all over the map. In a good way. They're putting solar panels on top of canals, they've got a plan to turn city waste into 15 megawatts of power, and they're even looking at next-gen nuclear with a new small modular reactor. And to tie it all together, they're building a huge battery storage system to make sure the lights stay on. Okay, so skyscrapers, solar panels, new roads, that's all great. But what does it actually mean for the people living there? Well, the story here is a mix. There's definitely real progress, but there are also some pretty big challenges they're still facing. And here's a huge sign of that progress. Bihar is now ranked #1, first in the whole country, for the care it provides to newborns and pregnant women through a key government nutrition program. That's a massive win and shows they're strengthening healthcare from the ground up. But on the flip side, the state is grappling with a really serious social issue. The latest data shows Bihar has the lowest sex ratio at birth in the entire country. We're talking 891 girls for every 1,000 boys, and that number's been going in the wrong direction lately.
It's a stark reality they have to confront.
Now, poverty is often a root cause of social problems like that, and the government seems to be tackling it directly. After a big statewide survey, they're giving direct financial help, 2 lakh rupees each, to the 94 lakh families identified as being poor. The whole idea is to give them a shot at starting their own businesses.
And here's another direct support measure. The monthly Social Security pension has been more than doubled. It's gone from 400 rupees up to 1,100. And that makes a real difference for the almost 11 million people who rely on it, creating a much stronger safety net for the most vulnerable.
Because in the end, this whole story, it's about people. It's about their talent and potential. And beyond the economy and the infrastructure, we're seeing some amazing things happen in culture, education, and even sports.
You can see this new identity taking shape in the arts. For example, 3 authors from Bihar just won the prestigious Sahitya Academy Awards for their writing in Maithili and Sanskrit. It's a huge national nod to the state's incredible cultural and literary history.
And in the world of education, something big is happening. Georgia State University from Atlanta is setting up its very first India Center right in Patna. They're partnering with a local management institute to work on public policy and even offer dual degrees in student exchanges. That's a major global connection.
And how about this for a feel-good story? In sports, the state had a historic win. For the very first time ever, Bihar's team won the Junior Girls National Handball Championship. And they beat Haryana, a total powerhouse team, to do it.
And a success story like that doesn't just come out of nowhere, right? It's being built on a solid foundation, like the new Bihar Sports University, which already ranks 4th in the country among government sports universities. But wait, here's the kicker. You know how long it took them to get that national ranking? Just 9 months. 9 months after they opened their doors. If that doesn't show you the sheer speed of the change happening there, I don't know what will.
So you've got skyscrapers, solar farms, e-voting, national championships. From top to bottom, Bihar is a state that's absolutely on the move. The speed and the scale of all this change is just incredible. And it really does leave you wondering what comes next.